slot, ready to blow. I get money like every day, really ain't got no time to put.
Hey, Bev! Oh, man, you fucking ruined the shot. You ruined the fucking shot!
What the fuck you talking about?
You ruined the fucking shot. It's a fucking reality show, and you ruined it, homie.
Homies got you them photos. Poppy Mitchell, the English princess, the others.
Oh, right, man, you know? Don't even remember, right? The whole thing is like...
What about my money?
We're shooting a show here, trying to work. Hello? Let's just, you know, have somebody call my agent or something.
Man, fuck you.
Whatever. Back to one. Please, we're shooting something. Okay. Now where were we? Guys, do we have enough shots of me jumping around the corner?
I think we're good. We'll cut Poppy's reaction in when we get back to the studio.
Awesome! I can't believe the effort I used to go to for celebrity shots. If I'd known I could just get my agent to call their agent and stage it all, my life would have been so much easier.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the big leagues, my friend. Let's get some lead-in lines, and then we'll wrap.
Sure thing. We're rolling? Good, okay. Poppy Mitchell, all-American good girl turned deviant slut. For you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to GTA 5. Took care of some business there with our old paparazzi friend. And now we're on to do another mission that is just watching a cutscene. I guess this isn't the mission itself, but this is the setup for the third heist of the game. And you may be thinking, but Timbo, you've only done one heist so far. Well, that's because we're going to do the second heist in this one. You're, I don't think, supposed to really do this. Like, if you go in order, this one comes just, like, right after the Merryweather Heist, but, I didn't know that that's what this was when I came. I thought there was some other FIB mission I was not thinking of. But I'm wrong. Anyway, here's the cutscene.
Some of the government, some of it is pretty corrupt.
Not your bit, right?
Yes, but we're corrupt in a good way.
But the agency, they want to encourage panic so they can guarantee their budgets. That's how they get paid.
It's a major problem.
And now they've secured some funds that we need to use in our fight against crime as a way of bribing corrupt officials.
Really? And where are they getting that from?
Drugs. Those bastards love to sell drugs.
Who doesn't?
We think they're gonna use this money to finance a war on our streets. And we need you boys to requisition that money for us.
The bonds are leaving the terminal in an armored car.
Yeah, fuck you, Dave. We don't have time to prepare the right way.
It's not my concern. I cannot allocate any more resources to this.
You'll be fine.
Fuck you, Dave.
Nice work, Slick. We're gonna be doing pat-downs at the airport before those fucking clowns are done with us.
You know, fuck you.
Hey, look, man. It is what it is. Now how the fuck we gonna get this done?
I don't know. I got it. Classic Blitz play. It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack them. We get some disguises, and we're golden. We just gotta hope like hell these are the kind of agency men that don't carry a panic button with them. If they are, we deal with it. If and when.
If and motherfucking when.
I will keep my eyes peeled, General.
Thank you, Michael. Hey, no problem. No, really.
So yeah, there you have it. It's the Blitz play, is what it's called. We're gonna do that probably in the next video. In fact, we are going to do it in the next video. It's pretty much the only story thing we can really do right now. The other option that I had for Franklin stuff was to do the next Lester assassination mission. And there's 4 more of them. I did the hotel one. But Sorry, I was reading the fucking subtitles and forgot what I was saying with my mouth. It's generally encouraged to leave the assassination missions until after the end of the game, so that you can fully profit from the stock market thing. I've never abided by this advice. I've pretty much just, I just do them like they're normal missions because I don't really give a fuck about the stock market thing, and there's no, like, real danger of running out of money in this game once you've gotten to the end of it, and even far before that. So yeah, I might just show them anyway, but I might wait till the end, in which case I would, like, record it after the, finishing the game, but I would put it in a video that came before the end, because it would be stupid to do the whole big ending and then just be like, oh, here's 4 random-ass missions. Although they are fun, I like them, they're kind of closer to, like, the kind of thing I wish you were doing more of in these games. Maybe I just need to play the Hitman games. The more I think about it, and the just old GTA games I haven't played. I've never played 3 or Vice City, so maybe that'll scratch that itch. Any of those would probably be good stream first playthroughs, I would think, right? Anyway, I'm talking over it, but as you can probably tell, this is Packy McCreary from GTA 4. You can use him as a, not party member, but, guy you can use for heists. I don't know if you can use his friend. His friend dies during this when I was trying to get away from the cops, which I was doing really, really poorly at here. I was trying to do my epic strategy, and it was not working. My epic strategy is just driving away from wherever they are. And then, yeah, I thought that he just fell out, but he got shot. And then he just tells you to leave him.
He's gone, man. Guy paid for being stupid.
And then, yeah, you can see right there, I don't know if this is a glitch or what, but Packy, like, had the scaredy emotion right after that, and yeah, that just ran out of the car. And that was it. Because that was after I had gotten away from the cops. When I cut forward there. And then this, I come home, and this shit is in my garage. This game is weird. This game is fucking with me. I can't have Packy. I should have taken this truck. When I go into the heist in a second, instead of taking the Trevor truck, I should have taken the whatever truck that was. Anyway, here we go. It's heist time, baby. Also, I gotta say, before something I noticed in this cutscene is when Franklin comes in, it's very clear that, like, there does seem to be, I don't know what exactly it is, but there does seem to be an order that this game generally wants you to do shit in, and I think they want you to do this before, like, the Hood Safari mission and all the other things where Trevor and Franklin get to know each other, because in this cutscene, he acts like he's meeting Franklin for the first time, where he's like, oh, where'd you get the pussy, Mike? But then he also mentions what happened in the Hood Safari. I don't know. It doesn't. It's weird. Whatever.
Taking a score. Yeah, done most of the planning, and I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on this.
Did you talk to Lester?
Yeah, I called him. Apparently he's in the hospital having his vagina cleaned or some shit.
He's got a wasting disease.
20% saved.
No, that's not how we work.
Well, you'll forgive me, but that's how we're gonna work this time, all right? We're doing it my way, because as I recall the last time when we did it your way, we all got shot at, you got buried, resurrected, turned into a twat, and Brad ended up in a fucking prison!
Yeah, and Lester told us not to do that job, but we did it anyway.
And Lester seems pretty good, man.
Would you shut the fuck up, all right? And you, Michael, owe me, all right? So this time, we do things my way.
Yeah, and what about after this?
After this, we think about things.
So what's the plan?
Easy. We are sinking a freighter into Los Santos Harbor, all right? Now, Daddy's little helper, you're gonna be on the bridge, all right? You're the lookout. And you're boarding the freighter and planting charges. Me, I'm running the deep water salvage operation with a little help from my friends. You Fat man, of course, well, you're not one of those friends.
Which part is easy, though?
Oh, for fuck, where'd you get the pussy, Mikey?
Man, fuck you.
Ah, better! I like that. Fuck you, good! Good, all right, now let's go make some money, ladies, huh?
Brilliant. Don't be a dick.
Oh, your wish is my commando, master. Let's go, Junior. Hey, Wade, get Michael a wetsuit, all right? Take him to the boat. Oh. Stop dragging your heels, kid. We need some transport.
Hold on.
I'm dropping you on the Port City side of the Miriam Turner overpass, all right? Almost forgot. Here's the rifle with a thermal scope.
Almost forgot. I was kind of sold on like a well-organized job, planned out, with Lester's weird eye for detail.
I got an eye for details, kid. Little details like your brick of flow being drywall.
Okay, man. I'm grateful for that, dog, but buying cocaine is a whole different thing from sinking a container ship into a harbor.
Not really, kid. It's all about what's inside.
Cool, so what's the thing, man?
I don't know what it is, but I know it's important. You heard of Merryweather?
Yeah, maybe.
Merryweather Security Consulting, the company our government uses to fight its wars and protect its shady interests all over the planet.
They're the army?
They're like the army, only they're private, so they cost more. Anyway, they've just been cleared to take government contracts on U.S. soil. And what's one of the first on the list?
This container at the port?
Exactamundo! So it's gotta be valuable, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter, because your job is not to understand, it's to shoot at people who try to stop us.
Alright, just wanted to let all the exposition, dialogue bullshit go. Anyway, now that we're 12 minutes into the video, let's settle in. Hope everybody is doing well. I apologize for the bit of a delay between the last video and this one. I was hoping to get this video out on Tuesday and then another video out on Friday. Doesn't look like that's happening. I had a lot of shit going on this week, so I apologize. But, you know, I will try to get into the groove of 2 videos a week, which I think I was doing for a second pretty well. And yeah, I really would like to find another like 2D game to play with Walter. Anyway, we don't have to. I talk about this every fucking video. I talk about what other shit I want to do, but yeah. But I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I did a lot of watching stuff, and none of the stuff that I was thinking I would watch. Oh, here, I get these guys with 1 bullet. Sick. Bam. Yeah, this one, you're supposed to like switch back and forth between Franklin and Michael and have Michael put the charges on and everything. I find this to just be basically the Franklin sniping mission. It's kind of funny how uninvolved it is. But yeah, you can dick around as Michael, but I don't know. It's just easier to stand up there and pick the guys off. Even though later on, once the helicopter comes up, I like lose my entire sense of direction in the looking through the scope. Anyway, but yeah, Thanksgiving was good. The day itself was fine. It was mostly just food, you know, you eat food. But I was at my parents' house for the whole week, so I was chilling and mostly chilling with my nieces. One of them is 8 years old almost, and she's really into Minecraft, so she was showing me her various Minecraft worlds on the... She has it for the Switch, and it's weird playing Minecraft with a controller. I really don't like it. It's just in my mind is a total mouse and keyboard type game, but you know, you get used to it. It's very funny whenever my niece she was trying to like teach me Minecraft, like not the controls on the controller, but just what you do in Minecraft. She was like, okay, you need to punch stuff, and like whenever I would go anywhere, And it was just funny because, like, I've played that game for longer than she's been alive, but it's fun. She likes to explain her favorite video games, and I did the same exact shit when I was a kid. I remember she was reading a Minecraft strategy book to my dad, and he was just not retaining it at all. And it reminded me of when I was a little kid. I was like probably around that same age. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old. And of course, the game that I was obsessed with at that time was Battle for Bikini Bottom. And because I had just gotten it not that long before, and I'd been playing it. And my grandpa was over, and I was reading the booklet that came in the box for that game to him. I was just reading the whole thing, and he fell asleep on the couch with me doing that. And it just reminded me, she's just similar to what I was like as a kid in many ways. I also thought it was funny, she was showing me, not really showing me because I've played the game before, but we put in Breath of the Wild also, and she was like, I was just gonna watch her play it. But the funny thing is, she doesn't like to play the actual game. She didn't want to go anywhere because she doesn't like to fight enemies. Enemies are scary, and she doesn't like having to do combat. She just wants to roam the world and do cute things. So she would just stay within the confines of the villages. And apparently my brother had to he just opened up everything so that she could teleport to all the different towns. And yeah, so we basically just spent 2 hours walking around the villages and picking up chickens and petting dogs and things like that. And it was great, a delightful way to spend a morning. But it's very funny to me. We also played Mario Kart. That was her first time playing Mario Kart, and she was pretty good at it. Or not, it wasn't her first time. My other niece, it was her first time playing Mario Kart. She was not very good at it. But my other one was. And then my nephew, who's very little, he's, I don't know, what is he, 1 or 2? He's a baby. I know that technically he's a toddler, but in my mind he's a baby. Until you can say full sentences to me, you're a baby. And even then, I sometimes call my nieces babies, even though they're children, but just because they're small, so I call them babies. But my nephew was funny. He wanted to play, but obviously cannot play Mario Kart. And so we just gave him a controller that wasn't connected to anything, and he just pressed the buttons, and at the end of every race, he would just say, "I won!" So that was fun. I also I went with my sister and my brother and my sister-in-law and my nieces. We took my 2 nieces to see the movie Wish, the new Disney movie Wish, and we were apparently one of the 10 people in the whole world that saw that, because that movie is a big fucking bomb. I'll get into that in a second, but yeah, I mean, it was fun to be with my nieces and go take them to a movie, and they seemed to mostly like it, although the older of the 2 of them is really not into any girly thing or princess type shit, so she wasn't really into it. And both of them agreed that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is the superior Wish-themed animated children's film. And we watched that. Or they watched it. It was on. I only saw parts of it. I've heard that movie is good, but I saw some parts and I don't know, parts of the animation look cool. But I'm sure it's a better movie than Wish, because yeah, while I enjoyed being with them, the movie is ass. The movie is fucking dog shit. I was thinking it would just be mid, it would just be like most Disney movies. It would be yeah, this sucks, but it's for kids and it's fine, it's passable for what it is. But even as a Disney movie for children. It's very boring and like unimaginative, and the songs are terrible. I think that's the worst sin that a Disney princess movie can have. That's like the one. The story can be weak. The stories have been weak forever. It's fine. It's for kids. Not to say that kids, you know, deserve weak stories or don't deserve good stories, of course, but, you know, you can get away with a simple story if it's visually nice and if the songs are good. But I didn't like either of those things about it. So it was pretty, kind of sucked. But that's fine. They enjoyed it, and that's what matters. So yeah, I did that. I talked over the part where they blow up the shipping containers. Or the ship is pretty cool, but I talked over it. Now we're in the mini-sub, which takes 1,000,000 fucking years to swim around here. The other thing that I did while I was home for Thanksgiving was I watched The Irishman with my mom and dad because they told me like a month ago that they want to watch it with me on Thanksgiving. And so we watched that, and they both loved it. I was very surprised that they watched it in one sitting, and it was pretty late at night. We finished it at like midnight, and neither of them fell asleep. And I have to stress, like, my dad watching a whole movie at night and not falling asleep means that he thought it was good as fuck, because he doesn't do that very much. And, but they both loved it. My mom's favorite thing about it was Al Pacino, and my dad's favorite thing about it was naming all of the model and year of all of the vintage cars, and being like, wow, they got this one exactly right. And he loves that. And just in general, period detail. If there's a movie that takes place in the 1960s or 70s, then, and is like about any kind of historical event or whatever that would be on TV at that time, my dad loves that, because he goes like, well, I like that movie because it's about something that I remember. So he loved that. We also watched Clifford, the Martin Short movie, because my mom saw that I dressed up as him for a Halloween party and was surprised that there was a Martin Short thing that she had never heard of, because she's a gigantic Martin Short and Steve Martin fan. And so she was like, I have to watch that. And so we watched it, and she had fun, because it's a funny movie. My dad watched it too. He didn't seem to like it as much. He doesn't really like stupid comedy, like dumb comedy, even though that's like everything that makes him laugh is like fits that description. But when you ask him about it, he's like, that shit is fucking stupid. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking over all the things, but it's fine. Well, that's why I put the subtitles on, because this way I can talk over what I want, and you can, if you want to follow along. Yeah, Lester's ass looks so weird. It's too shiny, and his butt crack is like really wide. You know what I'm talking about? Just a weird butt all around.
Man, it's the hood all over again. Fuck.
Come on, Franklin.
You owe me, Michael. I am owed. What you gonna do, huh?
I'll think of something. I gotta get Franklin some work too. I'll take this.
Yeah. Lots of mouths to feed, amigo.
Tell me about it.
Fuck! Brother O'Neill.
Fuck you, man!
Whoa! You're the guy stealing contracts.
You burnt the farm, killed my brothers!
You had too many brothers. They needed culling.
You're fucking dead!
Aren't we all? We live and we die. That's our curse. Hey, you want to expedite the situation? Come fucking find me. Vespucci Beach, Los Santos, you inbred hillbilly fuck!
I'll be there, man! I don't know when, but I'll be there!
he has, I will lose my shit.
Alright, so now we're going to cap off this video with getting all of the things you need for the next heist, now that we finished that one. And the first one, or the thing that was closest to where I already was the tow truck. We need the tow truck, we need the trash truck, we need the boiler suits, and we need the mask, and we need the getaway car. And then you can do the heist. And I'm pretty sure once you get the getaway car, once you have everything, it just kind of forces you into the heist, so just be ready to do that. And yeah, this dude will get mad at you if you don't murder him, and he'll chase after you, but if you're really, really cool and do this epic shortcut that I do right here, then you don't even have to worry about it. You also cut down the travel by like a third, and I got to land on that guy's head, and that's hilarious. So great fun all around. Anyway, so yeah, Thanksgiving was a fun time of sitting on my ass with my family and having a ball. What else did I want to talk about today? Oh, well, I mean, speaking of Wish, something that I've been, there's been a lot of news and articles about the last few weeks is Disney is, like, falling apart. Disney has had, like, 5 pretty, like, prodigious flops this year. Like, not even just, oh, this is disappointing. It's like, oh, like, we're losing way more money than we're getting from doing this. And they've had, like, 6 movies that are like that this year. The first one was, at the beginning of the year, was Ant-Man. And that was just kind of, that was more of, like, a middling thing. But it's just because it's a Marvel movie, it was, like, a huge disappointment. For making, like, only 500 million or whatever it made worldwide. And then, I mean, I know Little Mermaid was, like, modest. I think they were certainly hoping that it would do closer to, like, $1 billion than it did. But, the real ones that I'm thinking of were Indiana Jones. I know Elemental kind of came back around, but that was also disappointing. But Indiana Jones, and then, shit, why am I not thinking of all of these? Well, the most recent ones were Wish and the Marvels. And those alone, I mean, Wish is like, it costs $200 million to make, and it's probably going to not even get $100 million worldwide at this point. It might not. It just passed $50 million worldwide. Yeah, these people, they try to dupe you, but luckily I'm Quick Draw McGraw, and I had my gun out already because I knew what was going on. I knew that lady's full of shit. But yeah, Disney, I mean, I think the budget thing is the biggest problem, among other things. Beyond anything else, I feel like just having every movie be like $250 million and it like has to make like $750 million or more to be profitable at all. That's stupid. Like, no, and every studio's doing it like that almost, and that's why Warner Brothers now is just like writing off whole movies on their taxes instead of releasing them. And I don't know, yeah, just to like balance things out. And like, obviously that sucks, but it's really, I'm less mad at Zaslav himself about that than I am just the fact that that's even an option for huge companies, that you like, yeah, just this thing that like people worked on and is done is like, just you don't release it, and then you can just act like that was like a business expense or whatever that you get to write off. I don't know, it's just, it's very is, a very cynical and stupid thing that it's even an option. But I feel like they gotta get rid of Bob Iger. He's been around for a really long time, and he's just, like, blaming other people. He doesn't really show any signs of leaving or changing much. I know that he said he's gonna leave in 2026, and I mean, he should. He's, like, 72 years old or something. But yeah, he mostly just blames it on the other Bob for making everything shitty. And, yeah, I don't know. But I don't think they're gonna do that. He's also been saying, like, this week he's been saying a bunch of shit, and one of the main things that he's been saying is like, well, what we're really going to do is we're going to focus more on quality over quantity. And that would be something if Bob Iger hadn't said that, like, every single year for the past 10 years. 'Cause, yeah, every time that, you know, this situation is not perfect for them, he's like, yeah, we need to focus more on quality over quantity. That's why we're making Wish, you know? So, I just think that's fun. I think it's likely that Illumination might end up supplanting Disney as, like, the surefire moneymaker of theatrical cartoons, because those movies make bank and, crucially, do not have gigantic budgets. And, you know, look about as good as any other computer animated movie. And Disney has just, like, you know, on top of everything else, I feel like has just trained family audiences. Because one thing that I noticed while going to the movies with my nieces, it is very expensive to take a family to the movies. I'm an AMC A-lister, so, you know, anytime me and my friends go to the movies, we pay a $20 flat fee every month, and then whatever else we do is free. But, you know, most families only go to the movies like 1 or 2 times a year tops. So it's like, it's gotta be a fucking banger that the kids are really hype about. Like fucking Wish. That was more just like, it was a perfect storm of everyone having the day before Thanksgiving off work for the first time ever. And the kids wanted to see a movie, and that's just like the only children's film that they were interested in at all. So it's just how it worked out. I don't think either of them were like, I just want to see Wish. I just want to see what happens with the princess and the star. Here's another cool mission that's just, it's not even watching a cutscene, it's just a phone call. Yeah, you come to the smoke-in for the grassroots guy, and he's not there, and that's it. That's the hilarious end to the Weed Man saga. It's so stupid. I hate this mission. It's so dumb. Like, after you do these errands for him, you come to this thing that he's been hyping up, and then it's so mysterious, because there's always people just, like, standing around here. And it doesn't say, like, mission passed or anything, so you just kind of, like, so you just fuck off. And that's it. And I don't know. It's so silly. Not in a good way. You could have done something. Could have had a thing where you kill him, or, you know, go to smoking and he gives you turbo drugs that make you go insane or something, so you get to have, like, a Michael or Trevor type thing. Anyway, here are just, the last 2 things are just shit you buy, so nothing crazy. But yeah, I think the Illumination will be the box office king. Because I was going to say, Disney, I think, has trained a lot of their audiences to just wait for Disney Plus, especially for shit that looks mediocre like Wish. And so I think that's a big part of it. Because Wish is performing worse than Encanto did, and that was, like, closer to COVID. That was during the last big COVID wave, and was, like, had an advertised Disney Plus release date like a month after that, and it still did better than Wish is doing. So it's pretty bad right now at the House of Mouse. The other thing that I predict is that video games are going to supplant superheroes as, like, the IP milk machine. Not exactly what I was trying to say, but the IP thing that studios milk to make big movies, and that's what makes a ton of money. I don't think superhero movies are ever gonna like go away completely. I think like Batman and Spider-Man and shit are always going to make money. But I do think that video games present a new sort of cultural space for movies to suck dry. Doesn't mean that those movies are going to be good, but it'll be something else. That's the main thing. I just like this superhero shit. There's too fucking much of it. I'm sick of it. Superheroes aren't even that fucking cool. Video games, at least, it's broad enough of a thing where you can get a lot of different stuff. You know, you'll get the Mario movies for the kiddies. I know they're going to make like a BioShock thing, which is probably going to suck dick. Like I said, most of these are probably going to be bad movies, but so are most blockbusters of any type. This kind of just comes with the territory. But the point is if they're entertaining and if it's something that people think is worth checking out. Also, people love shitty movies. Like, people spend tons of money to watch shitty... Like, the Mario movie isn't very good. It's not a great movie. But for people who were going to go see the Mario movie, it was certainly enough. Anyway, please ignore me browsing these masks for 25 minutes. I wanted to see all of them, and then I was deciding, like, who's going to get which one, or whatever. I guess the other big thing that happened this week was the Spotify Wrapped thing. Everyone loves that. I like it. I like seeing my stats at the end. I saw a thing on Twitter where someone was like, wow, you guys are all... The only reason anyone uses Spotify is because of Wrapped, because Apple Music supposedly has like better UI and sound quality and whatever, and I don't have it, so I don't know if that's true. But it sounds to me then that Apple has a pretty easy option. Just do the Wrapped thing. Maybe do it even better, because I mean, the Spotify Wrapped, there's things about it that are kind of stupid, so, you know. Anyway. So yeah, next time we'll be getting the getaway car and then doing the Blitz play heist thing. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time.